Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete and lifestyle coach. And man, we got a special guest in the back seat of a Tesla, Ellison Baer. Ellison, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here.
Ellison, what's it like to drive in the back seat of a Tesla?
Well, it's first of all very cool because I can really control all my air and heat, and yeah, it's also a lot of room. And I get to see
Hey,
like time and the auto drive. That's my really good.
wow. Are you able to see what's going on in the front seat through your monitor or
I can see how long it's gonna be to our destination and where we're going through
wow?
the back.
You know, the reception is pretty good and you're on the move. So give our viewers an idea. What was it like to travel such a long distance in a Tesla for the first time?
Well, it was definitely for sure a lot easier. No driving was even involved at all. It was literally just smooth, not having to drive at all, especially with the new
Yes.
update. It parked for us. And like at our hotel, we could find the nearest like spot. Definitely a much easier ride.
What do you
What
like
else?
as far as are you able to watch things and listen to things in the back seat there with your
Yes,
headphones
I
on?
can. So it does not connect to the headphones. That was the only downside of it. I was not able to connect any Bluetooth devices to it. And I tried to like plug it in somewhere, but it doesn't connect. So I wasn't able to do that. And also the sound runs through
Oh.
every speaker, so the people in the front seat can hear you when you're listening to something in the back.
We'll have to figure that out because you do want to be able to do something while you have separation. Because if two people are doing something, they don't interfere. Awesome,
Yeah.
man. So you were doing some dancing with up there. What were you doing that the window was going up and down, the lights were going on? How did you do that?
So you go, there's like the little toy box icon, press light show. Everyone just has to exit the vehicle and then we'll start playing whatever your song of choice. And then, yeah, it's just a little button. Then you click it. You can schedule the show for any time you want. And yeah, it's pretty easy. Just like a little
Whoa.
toy box that you take pictures with stuff, and you can just change the light. So
Man, that's so cool. I was wondering how you were doing that.
yeah.
What do you have any ability to put an app that you want on the screen? Have you any idea
So
how that works?
I tried. I went to like uh there was like I think there was like some type of web browser, and I tried to search like App Store, but it was not able to do that because it said App Store for iPhone. So it wasn't allowed to download it because it wasn't like an Apple device. So I don't really know how to figure it out yet, but hopefully I can.
Yeah, I think they talked about AirPlay being connected to it. So maybe when AirPlay, I don't know what the that means, but maybe that's something that's coming. Awesome. So for viewers that aren't used to like knowing what self-driving is, what was your impression when you first discovered that the car could drive without paying 100% of the attention?
It was definitely shocking and mind-blowing. I didn't think that anything could ever do that. Like even parking and scanning your area to get the nearest parking spot was just like so cool to me. I I definitely think it's way better than any gas car. Definitely a much easier way cars for sure.
Awesome. Do you feel safer with your mom driving self-driving, or does you would you prefer her to drive her car?
Definitely some driving for sure. I mean, there can be times where all of autopilot can just shut off, and you have to quickly grab the wheel.
Uh-huh.
But that's the only thing that wouldn't be safe about it. Definitely don't love how it would just randomly cut off for us. You take like a short turn, but that's the only downside of it.
Awesome. What did you see as the difference when the new software updated? What did you see that was different because you've done the old software and the new software on one trip?
Well, like you want me to tell like the difference, like
Yeah.
about it. Definitely they had it. The self-driving is definitely way easier to activate. Usually you'd have to press self-drive, click this button, press the brake, B park. It was like this whole thing. Now you can just quickly press auto drive with one button, and it'll drive you, and you can easily turn it off. Usually that was not the case. Way harder to turn on and off. And then they said that they added faster speed. So they have like slow, medium, fast, and they were adding the Mad Max, but we couldn't figure out how to activate that. So we could have gotten to our destination definitely quicker, but I think the map kind of changed a little bit on where you're driving. They made things a bit. Um, it definitely made it easier with the self-driving. That was definitely the easiest of all of them.
Awesome. What do you think, like, how was the parking feature that you accessed on the new update?
They basically it made it easier, so when you can press back into your park, or you could just drive right into your park. You can you can change your section of where you want to park. It's like it definitely made it much easier. There's this whole section, this whole button of everywhere, everything you're editing of everything you want for where you want to park. Definitely made it a lot easier and more where you want to park rather than just picking a random spot. So definitely made it a bit easier and more high tech.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you testing this out with us and answering some of these important questions about the new Tesla Drive and self-driving. So thank you so much for being a guest and for helping us out with technology. All right, Ellison Grace, safe drive. Keep an eye on your drivers up there.
I will, but I really won't have to because I got to keep an eye on the Tesla.
I love it. All right. See you, honey bun.